She reads the message, lets the screen go dark. Blue light gone, but it burned a mark. Thumb on the glass, but she pulls it back. Heart in her throat, but her spine stays flat. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Name on the phone, face in her mind. Every old answer she could still type. Clock on the wall ticks like a dare, but she owns the pause like a folding chair. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just a breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Maybe she calls back later. Maybe she says what she meant. But this small, still space in a shaking hand is the first thing she's claimed for herself. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just a breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. He learned her coffee order and all her sisters' names. He's saving screenshots of her stories like tiny picture frames. He says he loves her freckles more than the summer sun. He's practicing a future she never really spun. He wants her whole life more than her attention. Plans in his pocket she never even mentioned. That should scare her more than it does, more than it does. But she just calls it love. He's circling apartments they'd maybe move into. He jokes about their children like it's something that they'll do. She laughs and changes subject, scrolls through a different dream. He's already at their wedding, she's still picking out her jeans. He wants her whole life more than her attention. Maps on his phone to places she's not stepping. That should scare her more than it does, more than it does. But Jesus calls it love. Maybe she's too tired to read the warning signs. Maybe being wanted feels safer than her mind. He says you're all I'll ever need, and it lands so light, like it couldn't ever crush her quiet life. He wants her whole life, more than her reflection. Promises piled like boxes in the bedroom that should scare her more than it does, more than it does. She smiles and calls it love. He says forever, like a locked door, like numbers on a prison drawer. You taste the promise like cheap red wine, burns going down, but it calms your mind. When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for the parts of him you hope he ain't. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred cause you're scared to leave. His temper's gospel written on your skin. Every broken glass is a tiny amen. You kiss the damage like a rosary, counting all the times that he swore he'd leave. When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for the parts of him you hope he ain't. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred cause you're scared to leave. Is this worship or just warning? Are his arms a church all morning? If heaven hurts you every night, would a real God need you this time? When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for a virgin he's never met. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred cause you're scared to leave. When he says forever, you just bow your head, wearing his intensity like it's blessed instead. You say you've changed, same shrug, same half smile. You drop that I'm sorry like it's just another line. My name on your tongue, taste practice, taste try. You fold your arms so your hands don't have to try. You say sorry You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. I still see us in that old blue hoodie, rain on your windshield. You swore you would drive carefully. You once held my fear like glass in your hands, and now you just hold on to your defense. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie, like a script you learned by heart but not by mind. And my heart still reaches for the version you were or swore you were, that better guy. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. Maybe you meant it once upon a time. Maybe I painted halos over warning signs. Now every sorry hits that same flat line, and I can't tell where the truth ends this time. Oh, you say sorry in the same tone you used to lie, like a script you learned by heart but not by mind. And my heart still reaches for the version you were, but loving that ghost keeps me stuck in goodbye. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. Call me yours if you wanna ruin the whole night. You say it's soft, like you're turning off the room light. I feel the tilt, every letter makes my knees slide. I'm holding on to a table with the paint dried. Call me yours if you wanna watch me fall. Hear my name crack open in your mouth, that's all. You don't have to touch me, just say it once more. You know exactly what that little word is for. Call me yours. Call me yours. She knows which line makes the floor disappear clean. Just one phrase and I'm dropped out of the scene. Her lipstick laughs like it saw some clever joke, right? But my heart stares like the exit lost the green light. Call me yours if you wanna watch me fall. Hear my name crack open in your mouth, that's all. You don't have to touch me, just say it once more. You know exactly what that little word is for. Call me yours. Call me yours. Oh, is it a spell or a habit you forgot to break? Do you mean well, or just like the power you if you wanna ruin the whole night. His laugh gets loud when she walks past. He leans in close to every word. Eyes never leave in the room she's in, but yours are the ones that burn. He folds concern like paper cranes, leaves them scattered on your chair. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. You say he's just like that, he just worries, it's fine. But you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts in the air. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. Your glass, he saves your seat. He laughs at jokes you barely made, asks about your longest day, but watches every move she makes. You hold your breath at the table, feel your pulse in your chair. All these small soft gestures are starting to feel like flares. You say he's just like that, he just worries, it's fine. But you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts in the air. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. Maybe you're wrong, maybe it's you, or maybe that look is telling the truth. If love is a language, he's saying too much with casual glances and lingering touch. You say he's just like that, he just worries, it's fine. But you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts everywhere. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that say they care. You said come in, get comfortable. Pulled out the softer chains. They matched the sheets, they matched your smile, they matched the way you say my name. Gold on the glass is dimmer on 10. Shook on the words you choose. But every time I try the door, you're asking what I stand to lose. Velvet handcuffs still count as handcuffs. I can't move just cause it feels nice. Seduction is a prison with better lighting. You paint the walls and then you call it paradise. Velvet handcuffs, yeah, they still cut. Only difference is I bruise in style. You say I'm free to go anytime I like. You just keep kissing me till I stay a while. You gift wrap every limitation, tie a bow around my doubt. Say why go chase a colder world when you could just not go out. You read my fears like scripture, highlight every fragile line. Tell me I was born for this, then tuck my patience into yours and mine. Velvet handcuffs still count as handcuffs. I can't move just cause it feels nice. Seduction is a prison with better lighting. You excuse. Velvet handcuffs still count as handcuffs. I can't move just cause it feels nice. Seduction is a prison with better lighting. You paint the walls and then you call it paradise. Velvet handcuffs, yeah, they still cut. Only difference is I bruise in style. You say I'm free to go anytime I like, but every time I reach, you dim the lights and smile. Keys on the counter, you slip them into your fist. Say I just worry about you and seal it all with a kiss. Your hand on my shoulder, guiding me through the door. You say it's only because you love me. I start count exits on the floor. You call it protection, I hear a lock turning. Love like a secret, love like a warning. It was a garden, now it's a golden cage. You hold me so gently, I'm still trapped all the same. Friends in my phone, you scroll like it's evidence. Baby, I'm only checking cause I get so anxious. You draw the curtains, say the world is too loud. Your arms feel safe till I notice I never see the crowd. You call it protection, I hear a lock turning. Love like a secret, love like a warning. It was a garden, now it's a golden cage. You hold me so gently, I'm still trapped all the same. When did sweet concern turn into curfews and conditions? When did all your questions start to sound like accusations? I miss the girl who ran head first into every open space. Now I rehearse excuses just to leave this place. You call it protection, I hear a lock turning. Love like a secret, love like a warning. It was a garden, now it's a golden cage. You hold me so gently, I'm still trapped all the same. Key over, lay it down on the table. If this is what you call safety, I'd rather be unsafe, but able. You say you change, same shrug, same half smile. You drop that I'm sorry like it's just another line. My name on your tongue, taste practice, taste right. You fold your arms so your hands don't have to try. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie, like a script you learn by heart but not by mind. And my heart still reaches for sorry in the same tone you used to lie. I still see us in that old blue hoodie. Rain on your windshield, you swore you'd drive carefully. You once held my fear like glass in your hands. Now you just hold onto your defense. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. Like a script you learn by heart but not by mind. And my heart still reaches for the version you were, or swore you were, that better guy. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. Maybe you meant it once upon a time. Maybe I painted halos over warning signs. Now every sorry hits that same flat line, and I can't tell where the truth ends this time. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. Like a script you learn by heart but not by mind. And my heart still reaches for the version you were, but loving that ghost keeps me stuck in goodbye. You say sorry in the same tone you used to lie. Red dress on a Tuesday, he said he'd stay clean. Started last week laughing at the warnings like they're old friends. Her lipstick on his coffee marks the end. She's his favorite bad habit, and he knows it. Takes a hit of her name just to cope with some addictions are off wearing perfume, and they take what they want when they choose. She's his favorite bad habit, and he'll use it till it uses him up, and he loses every promise he swore he'd hold true. Midnight in his work shirt, tie on the floor, phone face down, it hurts. She laughs in his collar, says you're all mine. He'd taste all his failures in her cheap wine. She's his favorite bad habit, and he knows it. Takes a hit of her name just to cope with some addictions are off wearing perfume, and they take what they want when they choose. She's his favorite bad habit, and he'll use it till it uses him up, and he loses every promise he swore he'd hold true. all he's ever hungry for is her. She's his favorite bad habit, and he knows it. Takes a hit of her name just to cope with some addictions arrive wearing perfume, and they take what they want when they choose. She's his favorite bad habit, and he'll use it till it uses him up and he loses every promise he swore he'd hold true. His laugh gets loud when she walks past. He leans in close to every word. Eyes never leaving the room she's in, but yours are the ones that burn. He folds concern like paper cranes, leaves them scattered on your chair. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. You say he's just like that, he just worries it's fine, but you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts in the air. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. He pours your glass, he saves your seat. He laughs at jokes you barely made. Ask about your longest day, but watches every move she makes. You hold your breath at the table, feel your pulse in your chair. All these small, soft gestures are starting to feel like flares. You say he's just like that, he just worries it's fine, but you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts in the air. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that look like care. Maybe you're wrong, maybe it's you, or maybe that look is telling the truth. If love is a language, you're saying too much with casual glances and lingering touch. You say he's just like that, he just worries it's fine, but you taste something bitter every time he's kind. Little cuts in the kindness, little ghosts everywhere. Jealousy hides in silence and smiles that say they care. Heard them toast to meant to be, plastic flutes and crooked teeth. He shows up in that same old shirt, same old joke, same fresh hurt. She laughs it off, she knows the math. Every promise on his tab, every line is deja vu. Every baby, it's just you. They keep calling it fate, 'cause bad decision sounds less romantic. Blame it on the stars, on the cards, on the sky, on the planets. She knows the truth, but she keeps dancing in the damage. Oh, they keep calling it fate, but it's a choice every time they crash it. They keep calling it fate, 'cause bad decision sounds less romantic. Blame it on the wine, on the room, on the rush, on the panic. She knows the truth, but she keeps dancing in the damage. Hey, they keep calling it fate, but it's a choice every time they crash it. Bare feet on a sticky floor, mascara on his t-shirt collar. She mouths, "This is the last time." He mouths, "You know that I'll call ya." Mirror in the hallway catches her mid-spin, mid-lie. She whispers to her reflection, "We both know exactly why." They keep calling it fate, 'cause bad decision sounds less romantic. Blame it on the dark, on the spark, on the pull automatic. She knows the truth, but she keeps dancing in the damage. Oh, they keep calling it fate. She keeps choosing the crash again. He says forever, like a locked door, like numbers on a prison drawer. You taste the promise, like cheap red wine. Burns going down, but it calms your mind. When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love, 'cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for the parts of him you hope he ain't. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred, 'cause you're scared to leave. His temper's gospel, written on your skin. Every broken glass is a tiny amen. You kiss the damage like a rosary, counting all the times that he swore he'd leave. When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love, 'cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for the parts of him you hope he ain't. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred, 'cause you're scared to leave. Is this worship or just warning? Are his arms a church or morning? If heaven hurts you every night, would a real God need you this tight? When he says forever, it's a holy thread. You call it love, 'cause it's all you get. Kneeling in the chaos like a quiet saint, praying for a version he's never met. When he says forever, you forget to breathe. Call it sacred, 'cause you're scared to leave. Oh, when he says forever, you just bow your head, wearing his intensity like it's gets blessed instead. Pen to a map, green dot on a glass blue sky. Just checking you're safe. He says it like a lullaby. At first it felt like flowers, all these eyes on my lane. Now it's tiny red numbers tattooing my name. You know my radius down to the meter. Every back road, every bar, every feeder. Used to feel magic, now it's a vice. You don't love me, you just love the precision, precision. Cutting my life to a line. Precision, precision. I used to call it divine. Screenshot at midnight. Why'd you leave home at 10? Typing, erasing. What can I say again? You call it just caring, I call it a lens on my day. Turn my phone on airplane, just to breathe on the way. You know my radius down to the meter. Every shortcut, every turn, every heater. Used to feel magic, now it's a vice. You don't love me, you just love the precision, precision. Marking my moves like a crime. Precision, precision. Measured in pings every time. Was it ever a choice, or just a quiet consent? I said share for the week, and now you track every moment. If I disappear, will you even see me when I'm finally off your screen? You know my radius down to the meter. Every silence, every spark, every fever. Used to feel magic, now it's a vice. You don't love me, you just love the precision, precision. Cutting my world into squares. Precision, precision. I'm turning it all if you care. He counts her steps down the hallway, under breath, clock on the wall. Dripping louder in his chest, door clicks shut. All the air tilts out of frame. He checks his phone like she might vanish from her name. He hates this feeling, shaking in a tidy room. She laughs and leans and says, you always jump too soon. He panics every time she leaves the room. Heart in his throat like it's leaving too. She calls it intense, says unstable, ruins the mood. He's drowning in a glass of quiet. She just wants a lighter truth. He panics every time she leaves the room, and she calls it intense. 'Cause unstable ruins the mood. She wipes her face on his t-shirt, tired eyes, says I'm not a cure for worst parts of your mind. He swears he'll change, writes new rules on coffee lids, holds them tight till they blur like all the rest he did. And he hates this distance, growing in a crowded bed. She traces circles on his arm and calmly says, you'll panic every time I leave the room. Heart in your hands like it's breaking soon. I call it intense, 'cause unstable bracing for a storm that never moves. You panic every time I leave the room, and I call it intense. 'Cause unstable ruins the mood. Is it love or just alarm bells ringing with my name? Are you holding me or holding back another wave? He wants calm, she wants truth. He says stay, she says you. He panics every time she leaves the room, heart in his throat like it's leaving too. She calls it intense, says unstable ruins the mood. Two people on the same old carpet, watching different skies above them bloom. He panics every time she leaves the room, and she calls it intense. 'Cause unstable ruins the mood. Velvet on the chairs, ice in every glass, gold frame on the mirror, cracks you never ask. Laughs flow like perfume, sharp behind the teeth, diamonds on their fingers, hands curled underneath. A room full of tension can still look luxurious. Every glimmer hiding how furious we are. Silk on the surface, nails in the mattress. That's the danger, that's the danger of pretty darkness. Candles dripping slow code, shadows trade their lies. Compliments like carved stone, heavy in their shine. You pour me another, smile like it's a dare. All this curated comfort can't clean the poison there. A room full of tension can still look luxurious. Every glimmer hiding how furious we are. Silk on the surface, nails in the mattress. That's the danger, that's the danger of pretty darkness. Crystal clinks in time with my heartbeat, chandelier shaking, but nobody sees. We dress the storm in velvet and glass, but thunder still talks through the cracks. Oh, a room full of tension can still look luxurious. Every glimmer hiding how furious we are. Silk on the surface, nails in the mattress. That's the danger, that's the danger of pretty darkness. That's the danger of pretty darkness. She answers at dawn, half-typed hope, thumb on the screen, heart in her throat. Curtains still closed, kettle not on. Breathe in the dark, blinking icon. Weakness always sounds softer in morning light. Same old ache dressed up as I'm alright. One word sends the cycle in motion again. Hey, it's harder than anything. We never sleep, we just go quiet. Dreaming drafts, joke on why and try it. She erases I miss, leaves only hay. Tiny white flag on a blue-gray day. 'Cause weakness always sounds softer in morning light. It's fine trembling at the edge of sight. One word spins the wheel of it all again. Hey, it's harder than anything. How many times have we come back here? Teeth on the coffee cup, eyes unclear. How many lives lost in the space between you and come to my place? Oh, weakness always sounds softer in morning light. Same two ghosts rehearsing the same old fight. One word pulls the tide of us under again. Hey, it's harder than anything. She answers at dawn, screen on her face. One fragile syllable, resetting the days. She reads the message, lets the screen go dark. Blue light gone, but it burned a mark. Thumb on the glass, but she pulls it back. Heart in her throat, but her spine stays flat. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Name on the phone, face in her mind. Every old answer she could still type. Clock on the wall, ticks like a dare. But she owns the pause like a folding chair. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Maybe she calls back later, maybe never. Maybe she says what she meant, or says that. But the small still space in her shaking hands is the first thing she's claimed for herself. For 1 minute, silence like power. Every second stretching like a tower. She won't chase, won't speak, just her breath in the room. For 1 minute, silence feels like power. Holding all the noise outside the door. She's her own signal for now. Blue light cuts across the bedroom. Your face flickers on a rectangle. My heart does that stupid backflip. Thought I left you in the last year. It's just pixels, but my hands start to shake. It's just letters, but I'm wide awake. A phone glows at 2 a.m. and ruins the whole room. One name on a screen can reopen every wound. I was fine till you lit up in the dark. Now I'm scrolling through the wreckage of a number in my heart. New life, I finished on the nightstand. Your text crashes through the quiet. 3 words, are you still up? I know exactly what you're asking. It's just habits, but they drag like chains. It's just contact, but it knows my pain. A phone glows at 2 a.m. and ruins the whole room. One name on a screen can reopen every wound. I was fine till you lit up in the dark. Now I'm scrolling through the wreckage of a number in my heart. From above, your message hovering. Every part of me remembers what answering would bring. I could fall again so easy into everything we knew. I could turn this screen face down or let it pull me back to you. A phone glows at 2 a.m.